What's up, Ranger Nation and Toku Nation and every nation in between? It is I, your boy, JB, and we are here today for a review for Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. This is episode number 3. I don't know the name of the episode. So without further ado, Ranger Nation, let's get into this review. And if you guys are watching this review, do me a solid favor real quick. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And let's get into it, shall we? All right, you guys, this episode opens up and we see, Kaido, his grandmother, and Jiren. They're all eating, and it's food that Gowan has cooked. So everyone is gushing over the food. And Gowan is really happy that, Kaido and his grandmother likes the food. And Jiren is like, I gave you praises as well. He's like, but you're a Kikanoid, so it doesn't matter. I'm like, wow, how rude, Gowan. So, on the news, it is given so Kaido got his fortune. And it gave him, the idea like, okay, we're going to go out today and we're going to find another member of our team. So him and Jiren go outside, and when they walk outside, they slip and fall. And that is because the ground, actually it's not even the ground itself, the whole entire city has been covered in ice because of, it's been covered in ice because of the newest monster with the Toji Tendo. It's, and his gear is from the ice world. So we see, Jiren, Kaido, and Gowan. They go after, the Toji Tendo. When they go after them, they just slide right on by them. And they're unable to battle them because at this point, they're just sliding around, like ice skaters, just whoosh, whoosh, slipping and sliding. So even, the Toji Tendo that is with the monster, when he tries to battle with them, he's slipping and sliding as well. So nobody is getting anywhere. So eventually, Kaido, Gowan, and Jiren, they slip into Majin. Now, we actually opened up the episode with Majin. So Majin has a crystal ball, and she was trying to find some other, Kikanoids that are similar to her. So her crystal ball is leading her to people who are like her. But, like I said, the likes of Kaido, Gowan, and Jiren, they bump into her. And we also found out once, she sees Jiren, that she knows Jiren because Jiren and her lived by each other at one point in their world, which is pretty cool. So let's see. We'll pause here and we'll move forward. All right, you guys. So once we found out that Jiren and Majin knew each other, they take her back to, the candy shop. And Kaido's grandmother says that, she can stay with them. And Kaido was like, you can stay with us and you can help us fight against the Toji Tendo. Much like with Gowan, she's reluctant to do it. I don't know if she has with Majin, it doesn't seem that she has the spirit of a fighter, similar to Gowan. So, Jiren also says, no, she shouldn't join us. That's not going to be a good idea. So then we see, I don't know the boss's name of the Toji Tendo. He's questioning his commander, the one that was in battle, that was slipping and sliding all around. He was like, that's, a defect of this guy's creation. Like, I can't fight with him and I'm sliding everywhere. But he reassures the boss that, hey, I can get the job done. So then we later see Majin. So Majin is in her crystal ball and she's trying to locate the ice world. So they go to different places. They go to a haunted house. They went to a sauna. They went somewhere else first. I forgot where the first place was, but everywhere they went, the ice world wasn't there. So, much like in Dino Fury, how, in Dino Fury, Amelia believes in the supernatural She believed in, the psychic, and Ollie has been putting her down for the things that she believes in. Well, that's what happened over here with Majin. Gowan is like your crystal ball is a crystal fake. It's led us places, but the ice world is not there. And I love that Jurin and Kaido came to her defense. Is like, that's something that you believe in. Let me not knock that. Let me not talk down about that. Let me lift you up. Because Kaido was like, even though it hasn't led us to the ice world, it did lead, it did lead you to us. She was like, yeah, but the crystal ball told me that you guys would be coming from the east, but you actually came from the west. I mean, let's play a little game of semantics. So what they just said, the crystal ball said they were coming from the east, but they came from the west. The crystal ball still told her that they were coming. So it might not have been right about the direction that they were coming in, but it was right about her running in, it coming to them. So I like how Kaido spun that. Great way to spin it. And great way to stick it to Gowan. All right, you guys, I'm going to pause here and then we're going to move forward. All right, you guys, so now I think we're going to get to the point where I'm going to wrap the episode up so I don't, when it comes to these videos, they're not the longest. But we're going to try to figure out a way to make them longer. So like I said, Kaido was talking to Majin. So his grandmother hit him up on the phone and she let him know that the Toji Tendo were freezing the lake. So now we see Jurin, Gowan, and Kaido as they go to intercept the Toji Tendo. Excuse me, guys. But once again, like with previous, they're just sliding around they're sliding around. So there's not much, they can't get their footing. So how can you battle people on ice? The only way you can battle people on ice is unless you had ice skates. But in their case, they don't have ice skates. So they're just slipping and sliding, they're just slipping and sliding around. So we find out that Majin actually had followed them. And Majin decided that she wanted to join them in this fight with the Toji Tendo. So, I think it's gonna be a run. I think it's a running gag with the blasters. I think it's a running gag because you guys remember in the first episode when Kaido gave Jurin the blaster, boom, he shot one of the foot soldiers. In last week's episode, Gowan given the blaster, boom, shot a foot soldier. And in this episode, there were no foot soldiers, but when Kaido gave, I realize I say a lot. When Kaido gave Majin her blaster, she actually blasted herself. I'm like, ooh, that had to hurt. But they all eventually transform and they start to battle. They start to try to battle with the Toji Tendo. Again, they're slipping and sliding. Now, when the foot soldiers joined the battle, the foot soldiers were able to fight them on the ice, which was interesting to me. It's interesting that the foot soldiers can battle on the ice, but the commander, he was slipping and sliding just like the rest of them. So they used, with their gears, they used the power of Tokuger. I've never watched that series. I might go back and watch Tokuger once. Now, Majin. So, she's magic. So, she's magic and she is able to help the guys. So, she makes it possible for the guys to be able to fight on the ice as well. And they end up, defeating the monster. And the gear broke. The monster was destroyed, and then the gear was on the ground. So then, the big robot, it materialized, and once again, like last week's episode, it stepped on the gear, and it turned into the monster, and the whole entire city once again turns back into ice. So then we see that Jurin and Gowan, they transform into their mechs. and they combine the Megazord. The Megazord is unable to battle because, again, we're on ice and it's slipping and sliding. So then Sichin tells Majin to transform. So she transforms, and she transforms into a dragon, which is pretty cool. I love the dragon. I will say I love the fight scenes. I love the fight scenes, and I love the Zord scenes. I love them. Amazing. You know, you can see this. You can see the again. I say You can see that it's some CGI, but it's some actual footage, and it's the colors are amazing. Number one. So then Jiren and Majin combine with each other, and they fight for a minute in that formation, and then they eventually transform back into Gowan and Jiren to defeat the monster. So then we end the episode. So now we have to find the 5th member of the team, which is still with the Toji Tendo, because he's still cleaning the ship. I wonder how he's gonna get free. We'll see that next week. So Majin used her crystal ball, and in the crystal ball she just sees his glasses. That's all she sees is his glasses. So we're on our way to completing the team, you guys. But that was the episode. Please let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell button so you guys are aware of when I drop anything else. And share this video. And until the next one, Ranger Nation and Toku Nation, stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and socially distance. And we'll all get through this together. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.